Good morning, welcome back to another video, and we are in a far off place, kind of not really. It's about like an hour away from home in this place called Cultus Lake, just south of Chilliwack.
Here there are a lot of trails, a lot of picnic areas and campsites. Surprisingly, there's like no one here, so it's very empty. Later we plan on picnicking and cooking lunch at the picnic tables here, so we're excited for that. Right now we're off to a trail called Teapot Hill, and it's supposed to be an easy hike, just 5 kilometers, not too much elevation, so yeah, we're walking there.
It's just enough to be wild for the evening. We fall apart to start believing. I know this feeling drips down my body in the sun. This is the real thing, and I am overcome. Our heads are reeling, my heart beating like a band. Lift up the ceiling as I open up my head.
We had to walk about like 30 minutes to come to this trailhead because we thought there was no parking here, but it turned out to be a good decision because this trail is about 5 kilometers long total, which isn't very long, and the parking lot was completely full when we got here.
All along the trail there are these painted rocks with like inspirational quotes and stuff. A lot of them are so pretty. Earlier we saw one that says Jesus loves you, and this one says good things take time. Teapot Hill is very aptly named because all over the trail people have hidden teapots for people to find as they're hiking along the trail. Some teapots are really far away from the trail, so it's interesting to see how people got it there.
So we reached the top of Teapot Hill, and there's a little bit of a nice obscure hidden kind of lookout over the lake that we were just at. It wasn't that hard or far of a hike, but the steady incline makes it a little bit challenging, and there's always cool little teapots that we can look at. So a very enjoyable hike.
So after finishing the Teapot Hill, we're going back to the picnic area where our car is parked so that we can cook lunch. But on our way back, we decided to take this trail called the Seven Sisters Trail. And it is called Seven Sisters Trail because there are these huge Douglas fir trees here. So this big tree trunk right here that crosses the boardwalk like that is one of the seven sisters that had fallen down in a windstorm, and there are also 3 more that have been cut down, or they fell down before. There's only 3 left standing.
Comparing these to the ones we found in Stanley Park, it seems like these ones are way bigger, and I think the ones in Stanley Park are also called Seven Sisters. There's a lot of Seven Sisters.
Yeah, look how huge that trunk is. That's crazy.
So we just came back and now we're cooking, but the challenge is to block out all the wind so that we can actually cook without blowing out the flame. On today's menu we have fried rice and fish of some sort. I don't know what to do with it yet, but we kind of forgot to bring like soy sauce and everything that makes it a fried rice, so it's just like rice with some vegetables and then
Rice that's reheated in a pan.
Yeah, basically.
So this is the windshield setup, cooler, and our choke bin.
So we just finished cooking and it is so windy, it's such a challenge, and so I don't know if anything's cooked, but essentially what we have here is our fried rice with some fish. Grilled fish. So yeah, the wind was definitely a challenge, and we had to find something to like cover the fire or get a more intense grill or something, but that's definitely gonna be
Next time we know it'll be good to bring a lid. We used a piece of tinfoil to cover the pan because the pan wasn't getting hot at all. Turned out pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say it's edible. Not undercooked. We finished taking a nap in the car and we're driving to our campsite to kind of set up camp and not really do much else, maybe explore the general area. We crossed over the river to the other side and we noticed that there were some cars parked there, so we decided to join them and see what all the hype is about. And turns out there's this lovely river that kind of runs and you have access to, so
And you have crazy mountain views here.
yeah, it's totally less windy, so
Yeah.
that's awesome. But we'll check it out.
That was not a good idea.
Yep.
Are you soaking?
Yeah. River crossing failed.
Oh, that's unstable.
That's what I said
I
too.
thought you said that one's unstable.
They all are.
What am I gonna do?
Just go for it, man. We can both have wet feet together.
Oh my god!
All right, we both screwed up, so my ankles and stuff are wet, but my toes are good. So yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but it got into my shoes, so now my heels are wet too.
Oh, great. Yeah, this one maybe might be a little bit better. I don't know. Let's see how this goes. All right, let's go for it.
Literally just on a log.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good. Oh,
I can't do that.
you just gotta jump over it. That was pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm not coordinated enough.
Come on, you have to do it.
Just take it slow, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not stable. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, that was not so bad as what I thought.
Wow, this view. What a beautiful mountain range.
So someone built a campsite here. It's a perfect place for us to take off our shoes, dry off our feet, and fly the drone. This one.
What are you gonna do? We don't have enough room in the car.
I like it though. It's for me to put my foot on.
So obviously we had to come back and cross the river a second time. Sam was not too successful with that.
Yeah, my whole foot went into the water, and then at the end I was just like, screw it, my foot's already wet, so I just put my shoe in the water and it completely submerged. But now I fully tested the waterproofness of these hiking shoes and they're very, very, very good. Even though my whole shoe was submerged in the water, my feet feel dry. I don't know, we'll see when we get in the car.
All right, now for real this time we're gonna go to the campsite. It's getting like a little bit late, so it's a first come first serve basis, so hopefully we can get a place.
Yeah.
For tonight we're staying at Tahimi.
Tamihi.
Tamihi. I don't know, man. Campsite, and we're doing this because we just want to test out all our systems, make sure that we have all the equipment and still have the facilities just in case we need it. But we're gonna try to be as self-sufficient as possible. From lunch we realized that we use quite a bit of water washing dishes, so I think that's something that we have to adjust. And so I guess let's set up campsite.
Yay!
Be what you wanna be. Do
Yesterday is gone. Forget about tomorrow and the ceilings you see right through.
You got this. Good stuff.
How thin does it have to be?
The smaller the better.
I use my fingers.
Wow, why are you so strong?
Yeah, man, who needs an axe? Careful, buddy. How's it going?
I don't think our pieces are small enough.
Uh-oh.
Or actually, no, one of them caught.
Keep it alive.
Try to. All your small bits are at the bottom. I can't reach it.
Oh. Take two. Is it catching?
Yep.
Yay!
Man, campfire smells so good. Now that we got that up and running, let's make us up some dinner.
Knife.
I don't think dinner took us as long to prepare. I think it was just because it wasn't as windy, so we got more flame out of it. But we got some soup that we made earlier in the month at some point that we froze. We got Sam's homemade buns from I think yesterday.
Yeah.
So they're fresh. We stuck it over the fire and gave it a nice toast after like scraping out all the oil from like the steak. And so the steak, it's just something that we had at home, and Sam whipped us up some salad. So this is what we're gonna have for dinner, and we're gonna eat in front of the fire.
Yay!
We finished cleaning up and setting up our beds and everything before the sun sets, and now we decided to kill time by going for a little walk. This is apparently the Trans-Canada Trail, or part of it, and it's right next to this beautiful river with this giant boulder. So
There are very huge rapids here.
yeah, we saw people like kayaking down it, so that seems pretty cool.
And I have an axe.
Why?
We borrowed this from the camp host, and I tried to go return it, but no one was there, so now we're taking it on our hike.
For protection against bears and other hikers.
Ooh.
Okay, well, it's getting a little bit late and chilly. We finished all the wood that we wanted to, and so we are going to head off to bed and sleep in the car tonight. We'll catch you in the morning.
Bye. Good morning.
Good morning. So we slept all right, I think, and there wasn't too much noise. Came out to a beautiful day, clear skies, and we're cooking breakfast. But we're doing it over the campfire because our gas stove is like having some issues and it's not putting out a very big flame, so we have to like cook it over the fire, but this may take a little while. Yeah, so we got sausages, and we got this from Save On Foods, and they actually have like a huge sausage selection, and they're $1 a piece like when they're on sale, which is cheaper than what we found at Costco because it's like over $1 per sausage if you buy a big pack. And they have very interesting flavors. So this one here is a blueberry maple kind of sausage, and yeah, this is the first time trying anything like like this, and we got 2 eggs and some bread.
Turns out this is going to be our last meal for the weekend since we're out of gas and we're also out of firewood.
It's like mapley and blueberry, but it's a sausage. But the flavor's not like too super strong, so.
Okay, I'm gonna dig in too.
Well, I've been pacing up and down your drive, trying to get the nerve affirm that I'm the only one who you should give of your affection. But you were watching me from your window. Your bag was packed and you were raring to go along with me. And on this ride, all my attention.
We just got back from our hike and we packed up the sites and we had to check out before 12 p.m. We thought that we'd just like to take this time to kind of go over what went well and what we could improve on for next time, because this is our first time going actually car camping with this kind of setup with new gear, new equipment, and different processes.
One thing that really went well is that we decided to go with booking an actual campsite instead of just like camping out in a parking lot or an unestablished campsite. The reason being is because as we're sorting out what sorts of equipment we need and what we don't need, it's nice to not have to worry about, you know, finding a location to stay in that where we won't get kicked out of, and then also having like a picnic table and a fire pit to be able to help us with cooking and that kind of thing.
The second thing that we did well was our food planning. So we actually planned out all our meals and we worked with all the ingredients that we had, and the meals turned out to be very low prep time. Everything was really tasty and pretty quick to cook.
And the third thing that we thought we did really well was the organization of our car. So we organized things as minimally as we could, and we managed to pack everything in a couple of tote bins, and those storage bins kept things very organized for us throughout the weekend.
So with that said, there's 3 things that we could have improved on moving forward.
The first one we realized really quickly when we were cooking at the picnic site near the beach yesterday was our stovetop doesn't do so well when there's a lot of wind. The flame always blows out, so we need to figure out how to get like a wind guard or maybe a better stove to be able to cook even if there's wind out. Also, we ended up running out of butane this weekend and we had to cook our last meal on the fire pit, so for next time we'll have to make sure to bring more of that.
And so the second thing that we could have improved on was our fridge and our electricity management. We're still trying to figure out how to use our hybrid to use it as like a generator of sorts to power things like our fridge. And luckily we're only here for one night, so we didn't have to charge like laptop or camera batteries or anything like that, which was good. But in the future when we go on longer trips, that may be an issue. So definitely we have to figure out how to use that or get ice packs and pack our cooler better.
And the last thing we think that we could have done better with was our water usage. So we filled up our big however many gallon water tank for the weekend, and we ended up going through maybe like 3/4 of it just over this weekend. So going forward we realized that probably we have to fill it after every 2 days or so. So planning future trips, we'll have to make sure that we're able to get to a water source. If not, then we have to figure out how to do our dishes more efficiently, because that's where we end up using the most water. Overall, it was a super fun weekend and we're so glad that we're able to do this just like on a random weekend. It makes it feel like we're going on vacation. And yeah, it's cool how just so close to our house there's so many places where we can go camp and go hike. We really feel blessed that we're able to be in this sort of area.
So we're just gonna head home, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Peace.